If nobody told you as of yet today, I love you. If nobody told you as of yet today, I am proud of you. You're going to continue to achieve anything you set out to do. You understand me? Also, you already know I got to give you that brief disclaimer. I only want you to take what resonates, and I want you to leave the rest behind, all right? I don't want you trying to force certain scenarios for you. If you don't get your confirmation through me, be patient with your process. I promise you, you're going to get it through somebody else, all right? Also, y'all already know that voice too raspy to be whispering. So this about the time that you probably want to go ahead and hit that volume, all right? Now, before I jump in, I want to thank y'all so much for all y'all's likes, all y'all shares, all y'all subscribes, all y'all's kind words, not only to myself, but each other too. I definitely appreciate you, because as I'm relaying the message, I don't always get the opportunity to pause to say those things to you. Also, Orlando, Florida, I definitely look forward to seeing you June 17th. Also, I will have certain virtual courses that's going to be available to you. So definitely continue to check the link in my bio, all right? Now let's get started, chosen ones. So first and foremost, I want to say this, right? You already have all the tools that you need in order to be who you're supposed to be. All right, let me bring that back. You already have all the tools that you need, that you feel like you seeking. You already had those things to, again, be who you supposed to be. And I'm going to explain that to you, right? See, I want you to realize that right now, some of you have a certain idea of what success looks like to you, what happiness looks like to you, so on and so forth. I want you to realize that you already have those things in your life, but the devil will try to finesse you. See, the devil will try to make you feel like what you have is not enough, what you're doing is not enough, in order to try to keep you from all that stuff that God has coming in. See, you know how you have a puzzle piece, right? So you know how you have certain puzzles that you have multiple pieces. Some puzzles are small, some puzzles are large, so on and so forth, right? See, when you first get that in the box, you see a quick image on the front on what the outcome is supposed to be. See, as you one by one start to put together certain pieces, those sights you start to see. See, I want you to realize that some of you have certain things in your mind that you try and do. I know there's certain things, again, that you feel like, and God showed you, is divinely aligned for you. But you had to use each little small puzzle that you have within that box in order to get that bigger picture. See, some of you were seeking love. That's what you feel like will make you happy, right? Okay, cool. However, you have certain pieces of the puzzle. You already got love right in front of your face, but you're not giving acknowledgement to them. See, what you pay attention to is what gets presented to you. So I want you to realize, chosen ones, you already have love surrounded with you, and that starts inside you, right? You looking for love. I can ask you, some of you, what's success look like to you? What's happiness feel like to you? Some of you will say, matter of fact, I'm going to give you a moment. I want you to think about that, right? Some of you, okay, well, happiness is other individuals loving me. Okay, cool. You cross paths with individuals day by day that show certain love to you, but because it's not coming from a specific individual or coming in the form that you feel like it's supposed to be in, you automatically are downplaying those things instead of embracing that experience. See, I want you to realize, chosen ones, you looking for love, but do you even know what love looks like? Because some of you, love looks like sacrificing certain parts of you. Love looks like an individual that's catering to you, an individual that's always boosting you up. But have you done those things to you? You want compliments from certain individuals. Have you complimented you today? Have you sat there and said that you proud of yourself, or you waiting for somebody else to cross your way? A lot of you talking about you want love, but as soon as somebody pop up on your timeline talking reckless, you give your attention to them instead of those people that are out there being nice to you, giving you certain compliments. That person that said, oh, I like your hair. Oh, you got a beautiful smile. I like your clothes. I like this. Certain people are giving you that love that you already seeking, but again, you looking over it based upon these demons. See, chosen ones, you already have everything that you need. Some of you talking about, okay, well, success looks like certain money coming to me, or success looks like me having a sense of stability. Okay, cool. See, before you have the things that you currently have, you was praying to make certain moves. You was praying for those same things that you currently had to come through, right? So let's talk. Some of you say, okay, well, success looks like being aligned in my purpose and getting profit for it. I agree. However, you downplay everything that you had to do up until this point. You ain't plant necessary seeds, right? See, when I say that, chosen ones, you could sit there and say, well, I want to have money to pay my bills. Okay, I understand that. But there was a point in time where you ain't even had bills that was coming in. You could have been staying with your family. You could have been staying with that spouse. You could have been staying at other individuals' locations. You could have been sleeping on somebody else's couch. So now that you actually have bills that belong to you, you still out here complaining because all the money that comes through has to go to those things. But there was a point in time where you wasn't even in that position to obtain it. You understand me? So you talking about you living check to check. You feeling a certain type of way, you stressed. But there was a moment in time where you ain't even had bills over check to collect. There was a point in time where you was either applying for that, you was applying and wasn't getting hired or getting those callbacks. But now that you have that, you still feeling in lack because you feel like you want more and more and more. But you're not even acknowledging all the small seeds that you planted in order for those fruit and that harvest to come through. See, stop downplaying you, because I want you to realize that's the devil projecting that energy upon you. You got to be grateful for what you have. You have to know that you in the perfect position to obtain those things. You already have all the tools that you need to be who you're supposed to be. See, what's the difference between you and those individuals who already made it to the things that you try and see? Opportunity, right? So just again, think of a puzzle piece. That box that it comes in, that's within you, right? That box that has all those puzzle pieces to build that bigger picture. That's all the parts that you already have within you. So you want to be a successful musician. You already talented at music. You already had that passion behind it. You already have that mind in a sense, but you waiting for that opportunity to be presented. But you feeling in lack when you have everything that you need. You just have to be patient and you going to start to see it. See, the devil will, again, try to finesse you out of things that's coming in. The devil will try to make you feel like what you're doing is not enough. And that's trying to finesse you so that you sit there and predict or manifest certain endings. See, I want you to realize you got everything that you need. So let's talk, right? Why do you want the things that you want? I want you to think about that. Why do you want the things that you want? Because some of you want the things that you want to prove somebody else wrong. You want to prove those people who said that you'll never be this, that you'll never have that, you'll never see this. You want to prove those people wrong so bad that you want to obtain certain things, right? And because you're not seeing them in real time or quickly, you feel like you're not doing enough. Whole time, you shouldn't be focusing on proving those people wrong, but proving God right. See, God chose you and selected you. He knew that certain things, again, you was going to do. So instead of focusing on proving those people wrong who truly didn't know you, because when you knew them, you ain't even know you. So how can they tell you what God has for you when they ain't even got the same glasses as you? You understand me? You feeling like you're not doing enough. You feeling like, again, every time you try to walk ahead, you bumping into certain stuff. It's because you got somebody else's glasses on. See, you know when you're younger, right, and somebody got a prescription glasses and you put them on, you like, damn, your eyes is real fucked up. Damn, your eyes is messed up, so on and so forth. You can't see nothing. It's all blurry in a sense, right? You know how you start to keep those glasses long enough, your head starts to hurt, right? Okay, cool. So what you think you've been doing or allowing people to lead you to? Those mothers who told you this is what you should carry yourself like. This is how you should carry yourself. Those people who set that blueprint for you that didn't have nothing to do with you, but based upon individuals who told them that they only had an opportunity to make select moves. So now you throughout your life been trying to live your life based upon their views, and they got fucked up glasses. Those glasses don't belong to you. So you wondering why you bumping into this, why you bumping into that, why your head hurt when you try to pursue this, because that wasn't even your path. See, you got to take those glasses off. Why do you want the things that you want? Is it because somebody else told you that that's what success looks like? Is that because somebody else told you that this is what you should be like? Or is it because that's naturally you? See, some people can't even see the things that God has for you when they not meant to. See, God sat there and deliberately had those people see certain bits and pieces, but they can't see the bigger picture, right? See, you know how certain people, again, when you got that big puzzle piece in a sense, that box, I'm talking about 1,000 pieces within it. You, one by one, what do you have to do? You got to turn this puzzle piece around, like, oh, all right, these two match. Okay, let me switch this around. So on and so forth. See, you've been trying to force certain puzzle pieces instead of taking your time, truly allowing it to be divinely aligned. You've been trying to force certain people into positions that they're not supposed to be in your life. You've been trying to force people in certain positions that, again, based upon their potential and not who they truly supposed to be. See, chosen ones, you've seen on that outside box, again, that's God showing you that if you do this, all you have to do is have certain types of consistency, right? God's telling you, listen, you got everything within you. Because if you're going to be a musician, you're going to be a writer, you're going to be an actor, you're going to be a leader, you already got to have that within you, right? You can't sit there and, again, be trying to put together certain pieces of the puzzle to have a certain ending if you got certain pieces that don't even belong in there. You understand me? So let me tell you, if you have a box, like a puzzle piece that shows the sky view, and somebody else throws a couple of miscellaneous pieces in there, so that means them projecting certain energy in you, right? They throwing little cat pieces, they throwing little car pieces, so on and so forth. So as you are building that puzzle up, thank you, babies, as you building that puzzle up, right? You like, yo, this piece don't fit. But because you feel like everything that they gave you was supposed to be well equipped, you thinking that they know what they talking about when they truly don't. They going based upon somebody else's perception or the things that they truly want. So you try and force certain things into that puzzle piece that doesn't have nothing to do with you. But again, it's based upon these individuals that was throwing certain spare pieces into you. See, chosen ones, you got to take a step back. I want you to take your time, because everything that you need, you already got. You never been in lack. See, you just had to sit there and pay attention. You want to be successful. You already that. See, there was a point in time where you ain't even know what you should have been doing. And if you there, you're going to find out too. There's certain things that, again, you ain't even know about you. You was going based upon the blueprint from other individuals. See, you got to get to know you. Why do you want the things that you want? Oh, you want love. Okay, but what does love look like? Have you even seen it before? Because you talking about you want something that you never had, something that you never seen. So how you know that you don't even have love already? You going based upon other individuals' dreams and schemes. See, chosen ones, have you been loved to you? You want somebody else to acknowledge you? Have you acknowledged the things that you do? But you waiting for that bigger picture to automatically come in front of you when you got to make certain small moves too. You got to put yourself in position. You understand me? So, chosen ones, if you want love, what does love look like to you? Some of you say, well, love is somebody embracing me. True. Love is somebody who's seeing the great in me. True. Love is somebody who's never going to give up on me. True. But all of those things that you checking off your list, have you been to you? Have you gave yourself acknowledgement? Because every time something goes wrong, you feeling bad about yourself. You starting to feel in lack again. You want somebody to give you compliments. That's what love looks like to you. But every time you do something, you always downplay you. How you looking for something that you not giving? Huh? How you looking for something that you don't even know what it looks like? So if people was to tell you love looks like and what love feels like, right? If God literally came to you and told you this is what love is, right? A lot of you going to realize that you already have love surrounded you, but you got to be true to you. You got to start with you. You understand me? See, some of the things that you asking for, again, you already have, but you asking for more, right? Because you feeling like you lack it. Oh, to be successful, again, you want to be getting profit for your purpose and your passion. But soon as you started off this job, soon as you started off your business, because you're not getting money automatically, you feeling like you failing at it. But there was a point in time, so you could get one person who purchased your products. You can get one person that supports your dream. In your head, you still feel like you weren't successful, but you already still on the road to obtain certain things. See, there was a point in time you ain't even know what business you was trying to do. You ain't even know your talents. You wasn't even aligned with your true divine crew. So therefore, again, the fact that you got one person coming in to purchase the things that you have, you still in feeling like you in lack when really you on your path. See, chosen ones, that's how the devil try to finesse you out of things that God's trying to put you in a position to grab. You understand me? Because there was a point in time where you didn't even know what you was going to do. You was out here working for other individuals. You wasn't trying to make your dream come true. You wasn't feeling confident about you. You didn't even have individuals around you that was supporting you, but you downplaying that only 1 or 2 services or 1 or 2 orders is coming through. You need to stop being ungrateful. Because again, the devil's going to always try to finesse you to make you feel like what you're doing is not good enough. Because you're waiting for that bigger picture to show up. But what does it require you to do? Put those small pieces together. You got to follow God's blues clues. See, you better know that. You understand me? Lack is in the mind. Lack is what you downplay yourself, and half of you do that shit all the time. You feeling like you're not doing good enough. You talking about, I'm trying. If you trying, you're not doing it. You heard me. I don't want to hear you talk about, I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to be that. If you trying, that means you're not even trying. Man, if you trying, right? If you talking about, let me see. You know how if you lost in a sense, there's certain directions that you following, right? Your GPS start messing up. You start, again, every time you go here, it's talking about we rerouting. Every time you go here, all of a sudden the signal fades and you have to be stuck in a sense in that same place, right? So what do? If you say I'm trying to figure out, what does you trying mean? Half the time you at a standstill trying to figure out certain things. You don't sit there and say, I'm trying. You say, I'm doing. So I am healing. Not I'm trying to heal. I'm healing. I'm not trying to find love. I am love. You got to speak those things up, because again, when you say that you trying, you truly not doing enough. You understand me? You healing. You not trying to. You are healing. That's the process. You understand me? You not trying to build your business up. You're building your business up. You taking them small steps. See, stop downplaying yourself, because that power is within that tongue. That power is what the words that you speak is that what surely is going to come. So you better get that together. You talking about you, again, you downplay yourself in every opportunity, because you don't automatically, if you sat there and bought that puzzle piece and everything was together, what joy would that be? If you bought that puzzle piece and everything was already put together, what certain things would you achieve? You understand me? Half of you guys realize that the joy is in that experience. You understand me? You building it. You are never going to be in the same position that you currently in. So therefore, sometimes you got to rejoice about them. See, how many of you, right, when you started to move into your new place, I can put my hand up, because I done did it a few times, where I done moved into a new place. I done left everything else behind. And because I don't got my place fully furnished, I don't got this couch, this bed, this table, this chair, all of these things, right? You feeling like you without. You feeling like, again, you then had your house, but you not giving yourself credit for it, right? Then all of a sudden, as time goes by one, you start to obtain those things. You may not have everything at one time, but again, slowly but surely you obtain those things. See, when you take your time, you can finally get a view of the things that you truly want. See, when you try to rush into some certain things to appease other people, you end up getting certain things that it's not even your equal. It's things that you don't even like. You just trying to catch that shit on sale. Now all of a sudden your house is not feeling like home. You feeling like you living in hell. See, I'm trying to tell you, you know how when you first get your spot and you feeling happy and you proud, then somebody come in, discuss what you lack in, and you feeling bad all over again. See, then all of a sudden, a year later, when you finally obtained all those things that you were seeking to get, now you sitting there rejoicing, talking about, remember when we started off on the air mattress? Remember when we started off sleeping on the floor? Remember when we had a little pallet? We had certain things, man, I'm trying to tell you. See, there's certain things that you've been through that while you was going through those things, you was downplaying you was feeling less of you, but as you obtained those things that you was seeking to get, now you proud of you because you made it through it, huh? You know when back in the day, again, I can speak for myself. Growing up, my mother, there was plenty of times that we ain't have lights in our house. See, at that point in time, that may have been a downplay or a bad time in my mom's life. She may have felt negative. She may not have always felt all right. But that's the same thing, that her moment where she wasn't feeling proud of herself was the same thing that stuck within. And when I say that, because I always get excited about certain camping things based upon the fact that I had to camp in. See, there were certain times that lights was cut off. And what do? We still had a grill outside to sit there and whip up certain food. We still had candles inside that was illuminating. If anybody walked past, they would see. During that time period, we may not have felt like, again, we was in a good positive position, but that's the same thing that we out here talking about and sitting there feeling proud of ourselves because we got through those things, right? So what you went through at that time, you felt less about you, but time periods passed, and that's the same thing that you out here feeling so proud of yourself discussing to other individuals. You understand me? See, a lot of you don't realize that you planted small necessary seeds. See, you was trying to get to the bigger picture. That ain't happened, but that was divinely orchestrated. See, the same thing that you felt less about you while you was going through that is the same thing that makes you proud about you. See, I want you to realize why God does the things that he do. You want money, you want success, you want this, you want that, right? Okay, cool. See, you want material things, but you're not thinking about connecting to the right individuals. So you want this to prove this to that person, or you want this to attract that type of person, so on and so forth, right? See, God divinely orchestrates certain things in your life. Why? Because when you get the things that you want and the things that you seeking, you got to make sure that the devil and the enemy ain't creeping. Because you could sit there and want all these financial things, but if you got the right or the wrong person around you at your right time, you're going to lose everything. See, you got to realize that you got to build pieces by pieces, and you got to start with you. You got to wonder why you attract the certain people that you do. So if you are loving light, guess what you're going to do? Attract loving light individuals too. If you feeling less about you, you're going to attract lesser minded individuals too. So what is that going to do? They don't contribute nothing positive to your group. Huh? Oh, all right, cool. If you all about money, what you think you're going to attract? Somebody that's all about money. They going to do whatever they can to obtain that. So therefore, you wondering why when you focus all about money, right? All of a sudden, somebody comes in your life, a gold digger, somebody that snatch shit from you, somebody that steals certain shit from you. And you wondering, and you so quick to point the finger at that individual, but that's what you was attracting because that's what you was being. You was all about money. Okay, cool. You got somebody that was all about money too. And if that mean that they had to give up their morals to obtain those things, and that's something that they was going to do. So therefore, who are you? Who are you? Because everybody that you attracted to you is who you being. You understand me? You only attract what you willing to accept. You only going to attract what you see about yourself. So if you all focus about money, I'm trying to tell you, your ass going to end up going to somebody that's going to have your ass without. You heard me? So why do you want the things that you want? You want love? Do you know what love is? Have you been loved to you? Because love didn't arrive a few times at your crib, but you looked over them based upon the fact that they ain't show up in that package that you expected them to. Right? You want this big finale. You want these fireworks in a sense. Okay, cool. But love was that child that hugged you and told you that they loved you. Love was that child that, again, no matter what happened, they still was riding it through with you. Love is that child that you gave birth to. Love is that feeling that you have within you. So if you seeking that from somebody else, if that person leaves you, then your ass going to be without. How are you going to obtain certain things if you depending on somebody else to bring those things in? You better get it together, chosen one. Where your head at? Huh? What's love? Love is your children. You not having gifts for their birthday, but they still feel like that cake that you personally made was enough. You understand me? Love is, again, certain things that you haven't even experienced. So therefore, again, until you know what love is, don't be asking for certain shit, because when it came cross paths with you, you looked over it the same way people did you. Your mother gave birth to you. That was love. Because before you, she was chasing certain partners. Before you, she was downplayed by her parents. Before you, she was feeling less of herself. Until you showed up, she gave birth to love, and she still went without because she ain't accepted. You understand me? You better get your mind together. You better show gratitude, because everything that you currently going through is the same thing that you was praying for before it presented itself. Oh, you say that you want stability, right? Then all of a sudden you walk away from that person and you got to rebuild again. You feeling less about you, but you ain't even realize that they didn't even have you on a solid foundation. You had to walk on eggshells around them. You had to be what they wanted you to be. You had to go with what they flow was. You understand me? Even if it didn't match you energetically. See, you sitting there feeling like you don't have stability based upon the fact that you had to walk away from that person. See, God divinely orchestrated that. Why? Because what you get, they didn't earn it. What you about to get, they don't deserve it. So what is God going to do but have these people separate from you, because they don't deserve to see the same fruits that you had based upon the seeds that you planted and watered and looked over. You understand me? See, I want you to think about this, right? God's view, the bigger picture for you, right? So let's say it's like a mountain, right? You got certain things. God was like, listen, I got a trip I'm about to take you on. That's you going to your purpose, your path, the position that he wants to put you in, right? God's like, all right, look, we about to take a trip. I'm about to take you to a place where you're going to see beautiful views. Everything that you want at that top of the hill is going to be available to you. It's going to have water. It's going to have food. It's going to have people that earned and deserve to be around you. See, God was like, listen, I got something slick for you, right? But it's going to require a little trip. You like, cool, you hurry up and grabbed your bag and you started throwing in all this shit. God was like, oh, nah. Listen, that can't go with you. You're going to have to pack minimum. And God, you like, oh, all right, cool. You sat there and try to pack this person to come with you. God's like, nah, they can't come. You started to try to pack this in with it. You guys like, nah, that's going to hold you down. God was like, listen, I need you to take the bare minimum. I want you to take this backpack, but know that I got everything in there that you need. I got certain tools. I got certain flashlights. I got certain things that, again, is going to allow you to see. See, God told you had to take the bare minimum. That's you starting from the bottom back up, right? Okay, cool. So everybody around you, some of these people couldn't even go with you, but some people you still try to force in a sense. Certain people you still try to invite them on a path that God told you was to your abundance. So you try to pack them, right? That's that bag lady, that song, right? You try to pack them. You like, all right, cool, you can come. You listen to God. You took everything out your bag that you may at that one point in time may have possibly wanted. You like, I got to pack like cool. You started going on this journey, right? You got a few people around you. See, you had this other individual who listened to God. They packed minimum. They ain't have much in their bag, right? Okay, cool. Then you packed this other individual with you who didn't listen to the rules and regulations that God set for y'all. They sat there and packed all this shit up, didn't have enough arms to carry them. So what do? Try to get you to carry their bags in order to see that top view. So you sat there and was willing to carry certain things for them, right? You was carrying, this is equivalent to you carrying that childhood trauma from your partner, that ego, that arrogance, that, again, certain things that they ain't have within. They just wanted to pack with them, right? You sitting there carrying they demons in a sense. You carrying on all their experiences. You packing, sitting there carrying all these bags that they pack while your bag got the minimum, but still you sat there and helped them, right? You walking up this steep ass hill, walking. You got not only your backpack, but you got all they bags too. You focus, you looking up. So that's your only view. You not looking back at certain things too, right? You walking. All of a sudden, God has you have a pit stop, right? God's like, all right, now's the time for you to re-up in a sense. Now's the time for you to take a drink of your water, recharge yourself in a sense. You understand me? So what do? As you're recharging, you tired. As you're recharging, you understand, may have been seeing stars in a sense. You could have been feeling a little weak. But in that moment, God told you to recharge, right? And as you were recharging, what do? You look back into that individual and realize they wasn't carrying nothing. They had all their bags on you. They was out there eating snacks and shit while you out here, again, focus on your view. You was carrying certain bags and loads that didn't belong to you while their hands was free. That's equivalent to you putting certain work in energetically, you healing you working on you doing the thing God asked you to. You sitting there and not doing certain things again because God told you to save them. That means you not spending money on you because you trying to invest in your future, but you end up giving this money to those individuals. You see everybody partying around you. You feeling left out, but God told you to. You sitting there again, not able to go on certain vacations. You not able to buy certain material things. You not able to go buy yourself clothes, diamond ring, all of these things, right? But those people around you, they out here parlaying with the devil. They out here partying. They out here buying certain things that's not necessary. They out doing all of this shit, right? Putting their loads on you. So you turn around and see that person again out here eating snacks and shit while you sweating, while you feeling heavy, while your arms is tired. You was carrying things that didn't belong to you, because had they listened to God, they would have went without those things too. Because God told you that everything that you needed was on top of this hill when you would realize that once you got to this view. So at that point in time, it was up to you what you was going to do. Was you going to sit there and allow these people to continue to put their loads on you, them looking oh so comfortable while you out here sacrificing yourself, you carrying your loads and they loads while they out here worrying about themselves? See, nah, you needed to sit there and see what you was going to do. On this path, God's like, listen, are you going to allow these people to use you, abuse you, mistreat you just because you got enough strength to carry their shit? Or you going to make them again put their own work in, because you know when you get at the top of the hill, they truly earn this. See, some of these people, you're going to have to stop in your track. That means, again, sometimes you got to go back to the bottom in order to rebuild a solid foundation. That means you truly having to look amongst your group and see who is really causing problems for you, has certain karma and consequences coming towards you, certain people that are energetically using you, these vampires that, again, in a sense, are abusing you. God's like, listen, what you gonna do? You gonna keep carrying their loads, and they gonna get certain awards, certain things that come through that's supposed to be for you, that they didn't earn it. They just sat there and get it based upon the fact that they walking with you. Oh, nah. See, I don't know about you, but as soon as I look back and see other people ain't carrying their weight, okay, peace. You heard me. Because I got to keep my peace within. I ain't about to carry your demons and you keep allowing them motherfuckers to come in. I ain't going to keep defending you when you deliberately and intentionally keep connecting yourself to these type of individuals. Oh, nah, I'm dropping that bag. Whatever you can't carry, that shit's gonna stay. And if you feel like you don't want to put your work in, you better go ahead and head the other way. I'm trying to tell you. So a lot of you gotta drop those loads off, those expectations from your parents, those blueprints that other people set for you, that things that your partnership told you that you needed to do in order to make certain things easier for these individuals. They was just using you. See, nah. Oh, nah. You gotta keep moving. See, some people slowly by slowly, surely by surely, they gonna start to trickle out. But again, that's because they wasn't even supposed to be with you. You try to sit there and include them on your route. See, chosen one. So nah, we not doing that. You heard me. So what do? You let them go. You drop those bags and you keep it moving. See, when you get at the top of that hill, everything's going to be revealed. You're going to have everything that you wanted, everything that God promised to you, you're going to see. See, everybody at that top of the hill put in the same work as you. They use their feet. They use their mind. They use their purpose. They use their divine. See, everybody that's up there is going to earn and deserve everything that you got, and you ain't have to put them on your back in order for them to obtain that stuff. See, chosen ones. You better know that. You heard me. Everybody that you got to see, Empress, You so focused on helping people that you don't realize that you get karma and consequences for helping evil. See, if you sitting there using your light to illuminate rooms for dark-ass individuals who's plotting against you and other people too, you don't get no rewards for that. You don't get no golf clap for that. You don't get no acknowledgement for that because you using your light to help them dark-ass individuals is having other individuals being like, oh, nah. You heard me. Let that shit go. They ain't carrying their load and your ass can't go. You ain't trying to put that work in and you ain't earning to deserve this. You not getting in on this. How they say, I got 5 on it. Oh, you ain't put in on this smoky. You not getting that shit. See, you out here allowing certain individuals who have smooth with words. Certain people that, again, could finesse you to give them certain things that they truly didn't earn nor deserve. See, oh, nah. You ain't put in on this, you ain't getting this shit. See, let me say this, right? Let me use that analogy in a sense. You know how certain people, if you smoke, that's on you. You grown. Do what you want to do, as long as you're not smoking to try to heal certain things that you went through, that you just doing it because that's something that you choose to do. Okay, you grown, right? So let's talk. You know how there's certain people that soon as they smell some shit in the air, they walk towards it. Soon as they smell some shit in the air, they go towards it. Now they want to strike up conversations, wondering if you going to pass your shit to them. They sitting there acting like they, oh, what did I come over here to ask you for? Nothing. Bye, Felicia. You try to use that shit. You know how certain people, certain feminines or masculines, they see you pop a bottle, all of a sudden they want to come with their cup. They want to sip from your stuff, but they ain't put nothing in. They just go from person to person drinking. They drinking for free. They sitting there telling you to tell somebody else who wanted to buy you a drink to buy them the same thing. Oh, nah. You heard me. You out here, you know how there's certain people that's like that, right? Using ass individuals. Soon as they smell some shit in the air, it's like they nose and they arrogance lead them to it, right? Those people that, again, soon as they see somebody else providing you something, they want you to tell that person too to buy certain drinks for the whole crew. Oh, nah, they ain't after you. They liking me. So, again, those type of people, you gotta know that they deceive. You gotta know that those people ain't really for you. They try and use you for sex. See, I pay attention to everything about certain people. You understand me? Those same friends that's out here trying to get somebody who's interested in you to buy food for them too. Oh, nah. They don't want you, they want me, but you want me to include you on certain things that I obtain. You better find somebody else that likes your ass the same way. It's a no for me. Because everything that you get, they going to feel entitled for. Oh, your man or your woman got your hair cut or hair done. Got your nails done. Feeding you a meal because they feel like you earned and deserved it. But they want to be included. That's certain people that's going to try to sexually include themselves too. They going to feel like they your partner's partner in a sense. And what they going to do? Try to play against you. See, oh, nah. It's the no for me. It's the no for me. You better go get you yours. You understand me? See, I'm trying to tell you, people can say it's not that deep. Oh, all right. Say that shit if you want to. Because if that person feels like they earned everything that you get and they ain't put no work in or they don't have, nah. What they gonna do? Try to become you. And you wondering why certain friends are starting to be an imitation of you. Certain shit they ain't like, but now they like it because people like you because you do those things that they try to do. Oh, nah. You better pay attention to that. Stop including all these individuals with certain things that God is intentionally putting in your path. If they wanted it, if it was truly for them, somebody else would have came towards them and provided them with that shit. Or they wouldn't have came to that club knowing that they had $5 in their pocket waiting for somebody else to put them on. Oh, nah. See, you gotta pay attention to everything, chosen ones. Those same people that, again, you know you ain't got the funds to come out. You knew damn well that you ain't have no money to drink, no money to eat, but you plotting for somebody else to come in and give you those things. They leave the club drunk. They leave the club fat, and they ain't even come with nothing in their head. You understand me? They gonna start using shit. Oh, nah, shorty. It's a no for me, because I don't know about you, but even if somebody invite me out to eat, I'm going to always have my cash on me too. Because if that person feels like they're going to get something out of them inviting me, oh, nah, boo, I got my own way. In case that person try to play some certain games, oh, nah, I can pay my own shit. See? There's a difference between people who are users, people that, again, try to get over on other individuals, and then there's a difference between certain people that you got your own, but people want to do for you too. But if push comes to shove, you going to have certain money to make sure that you got money for drinks, food, clothes, so on and so forth. Oh, nah. I'm trying to tell you. See, you better pay attention to people that's around you. If they can't carry their load and they try to push everything on you, every time you go out, they know that you going to try to pay their way to get through. Oh, nah, shorty, if you knew you ain't have it like that, your ass been at home, should have been thinking about how you can obtain it then. See, if you ain't had money to go out, every week it's the same shit. Every week you doing this, you doing that. Shit, half of them then already stole their wig with their hair in order to get through that shit. Oh, nah. Some people out here rocking their homeboy shit, they homegirls clothes, trying to act like they all that. Whole time, if you ain't have it to get in there, then your ass shouldn't have been arriving then. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you better know that. Because you are a reflection of who you have around you. And no matter if you sitting there having to give everything you got to these lacking ass individuals, those, I forgot my card at home. Okay, well, take your ass home then. You understand me? It's a difference to people who usually help you and y'all reciprocate each other's energy too. If you don't got it, they got you. If they don't got it, you got them. And it's a difference between certain people that never seem to have shit. Oh, nah. You ain't put in on this, you ain't getting this, Smokey. You heard me. You out here, they out there showing they belt off. Shorty, you done stole that shit. You out here talking about you bougie. You only want a 5-star chick, but shorty, you 2 stars at the most. I'm trying to tell you, you better know who you surround yourself to. If these people are willing to scam other individuals, then they willing to scam your ass too. You know how certain people that was out here with that PPP shit. See, that PPP loan showed me a lot about individuals. See, there's certain people that'll say, oh, they got the PPP loan. They didn't finesse certain people, they finesse the government. Oh, the government finessed us, so we gonna finesse them back. You the same as they ass then, right? I don't respect that shit. Because that means that you willing to put your morals to the side for monetary gain. So if somebody put a price tag on my head, your ass will fuck around and do the same thing. That means, again, if you felt like you can get away with some scheming shit, then that was what you was gonna do. Oh, nah, shorty, I don't rock with people like you. So those people, if you willing to scam the system, shorty, you willing to scam certain people close to you too. Your grandmother's money come up missing, they pointing at everybody else when it was those shiesty ass individuals. Oh, you drop some money in front of them, they don't even tell you, they put their foot on top of it and slide that shit. Oh, nah, I don't rock with that. You heard me. If you willing to give your morals up for monetary gain, then that means you'll do that same shit if somebody gave you enough money to cross paths or cross me. Oh, nah, get your ass from around me. See, I'm telling you, the devil feels like he's doing something slick, but the whole time he's getting used by the divine to illuminate certain shit. Nah. See, some of them felt like they got away with that shit too. Whole time you don't even realize that certain evidence is getting built up on you. Whole time you don't even realize that federales is still gonna come through. See, you getting comfortable. And that's when that shit's gonna hit you. See, it's a no for me. Get your ass up out of here. You heard me. Trying to tell you, chosen ones. You pay attention to that. You got a homegirl who set other masculines up. They done sat there and wanted to boost the so-so ass individual up, so they set up other individuals too. So what makes you think that they wouldn't do that same shit to you? You got motherfuckers around you helping you look for the shit that they stole from your ass. See, I done had certain people, fiends and shit around me that done did that. You heard me. I done have, see, ever since I was younger, I had experienced that shit. Certain family members that stole this but going call themselves helping me look for my shit. Oh, nah. It's a no for me. You got certain people that you wondering why everybody know your business. It's because you done told this person who told other individuals. See, even those people who know everybody's business, shorty, I don't need to know you. If you out here got your phone in your hand steady talking about other individuals, but you ain't talking about how your kids is lacking, how your ass is, that soul in you is absent, how the divine in you is not present, how you energetically peasant. Oh, nah, you talking about everybody else. Can't rock with you. And I ain't gonna sit up here and listen to you talk about other individuals too. Because if you don't like them, why you getting information on them? See, certain shit don't add up. That means that in my absence, you talking to other individuals about me too. Because you had to be close to somebody that those people that you quote unquote didn't like knew. So if you talking about them, you talking about me too. And certain individuals probably know my information. Oh, nah. See, back in the day, right, I used to say certain things, right, intentionally say certain shit just to see who was out here going to run with it, right? See, I had to learn to stop doing that too, because sometimes I say certain shit that I used to say certain shit that wasn't true, certain shit that could have made me look bad in that moment just to see who was telling certain individuals certain shit. See, oh, nah. I ain't got to do that. See, oh, nah. You no longer downplay you just to pinpoint and prove that that person isn't for you. Nah, if you got that feeling, God's already going to reveal it. Get your ass from around him. You heard me? Oh, nah. I'm trying to tell you, everything's not what it appears to be, but you got to pay attention to those people's patterns. If they cheating on their masculine, if they sleeping and sleep, if you know that your feminine friend got some good masculine or feminine at home, that when y'all go out, they entertain other individuals while they leave those people at home, get your ass from around them. If that means that somebody's doing something good for them, they still don't deserve or earn that shit, what do you think that they'll do to you too? You helping them, and these gonna be the same individuals that's quick to shit on you. It's a no for me. I look at everything. You heard me. You nasty when you got somebody that loves you. You nasty when you got somebody that's for you. Oh, you nasty and disrespectful to that person that's sacrificing themselves to appease you. Get your ass from around me. I don't care if you my homegirl for years. I don't care if you was my mother, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my love. Get your ass from around me. If you carry other people like that, you'll carry me like that too. So, oh, nah, get your ass from around me. You understand me? I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you got to pay attention. People are so quick to say, it's not that deep, it's not that deep. Shorty, you not even deep enough. You heard me. You sitting there, got them a little kiddie pool when your shit is 5. Man, you better know that. Some of these people, again, they try to downplay you. The devil tries to tell you that shit is not that big, or what you doing is not that big, but you don't even realize that what do you have to do is plant that small seed in order to see some shit. So stop downplaying you, because everything's not coming through for you all at one time. All big, all this right there. You got to plant small seeds first. So what you planting? Huh? Oh, all right, cool. See, a lot of you don't got finances coming through yet because of who you giving to. Every time you get $5 extra, you sit there and spend it on these so-so ass individuals. You sit there, and again, every time you have money to invest in you, these people come through talking about what they need, and what do you do but help them produce? See, oh, nah. They got to plant their own seeds, shorty. Sorry about that. You're going to have to plant your own seed. You see me out here in the garden. That means working on me, sitting there tearing away certain weeds. That's people that wasn't supposed to be around me. That's you sitting there chopping down certain childhood traumas. You sitting there getting everything out. You sitting there raking your shit in a sense. You out here digging in the heat. You planting certain seeds within. You watering it. You done watered it with your tears. You done watered it with your sweat. You done sat there and watered it with certain things that you didn't feel like you had at that time. Energetically, mentally, spiritually, financially, in a sense, you sat there and planted those seeds. They watched you from afar doing that shit. They was in the AC and watched you outside in that heat getting to that shit. You was really planting them seeds, right? And then all of a sudden, every time you try to water it, they ain't see nothing. So they try to downplay you. I don't know why you keep watering that shit. It's not going to come through. The ground is all this. The ground is that. I ain't never seen people around me produce shit yet. I bet you ain't. I bet you didn't. See, a lot of people looking from the window, watching you put that work in, and because they don't see certain shit harvesting at that moment, they try to tell you to neglect it. They try to tell you that it's not good. They try to tell you that what you're doing is not enough. Don't listen to their asses. You keep watering that. So that's your dreams. That's your healing. That's your goals, your admirations. That's your mind. That's your body. That's your soul. You keep watering that shit. You planting those seeds, and in due time, what do you see? Certain harvests start to come in. See, they seen you putting that work in. They was laughing, right? doing what they do. They sat there and again was downplaying you. Then all of a sudden, at one time, as God typically does, you'll see certain things start to bloom. This starts blooming, this starts blooming, and they see that shit, right? They still gonna downplay you in a sense because they ain't see no fruit get produced from it yet. That's you actually aligning with your purpose. That's you actually starting that business. Because they don't see that business is booming, they still try to downplay you and tell you not to pursue it, right? Because you got one order, you ain't got 1 million yet. They try to tell you, nah, you shouldn't do that. You see it still. See, you see certain things blooming, but no fruit came from it yet. No shit came from it yet. You ain't gonna be eating off of that yet. Oh, all right, cool. Don't listen to them. See, at that point in time, you could abandon the things that you planned and not even realize that next season certain things is gonna get produced, right? Nah, you keep watering it. It's all right. You ain't gotta eat this shit. It's all right. I ain't plant this for you. I planted for me and my kids and our lineages. See, you sat in there, you plant that, you water that, you use your sun, you use your light, all of that to sit there and get that photosynthesis in a sense coming in. You keep moving, right? Then all of a sudden, in the end, you start to see that big bloom. Certain fruits is harvesting, but what you gotta wait for? It to become ripe enough for you to eat that shit, right? See, some of you then, you planted that seed, which is, once you make your mind up, you already made it. So you planting that seed like, I'm gonna pursue my purpose. I'm gonna pursue my happiness. I'm gonna heal me. I'm gonna do these things, right? You planted that seed. No matter what came through, the storms came, weeds came, you got your ass back up there, sat there and pulled these things away. You sat there and may had to re-foundation it in a sense. You may had to switch locations based upon the amount of sun that was coming in. You sat there and again, this is again equivalent to you having to start your journey over again, right? You having to reground yourself. You having to do certain things for yourself, right? Then all of a sudden again, you had to restart over. They told you to stop, but you continue with it. Then your fruits start coming in. The shit's not ripe enough to eat yet. That's equivalent to you starting your business and you got 1 or 2 people coming through to purchase certain things for you. Certain people that's finally starting to invest in you, but it may not be enough to fully pay your bills yet like you needed to, or be able to give you extra money to go on those trips that you want to go on, buy you enough things to do this, do that. Okay, cool. Keep sitting there watering it. Because as soon as your fruit is ripe, what you gonna do? Everybody around you gonna be eating right. And you gotta make sure that you not feeding those people that was trying to deceive you and told you to give up. Had you listened to them, that bloom wouldn't have came up. So, oh nah, you not eating off of this. You told me not even to plant this shit. You told me that I shouldn't even have did this shit. You told me that as I was out there in the heat that I needed to stop that shit, right? Okay, cool. So when that fruit is ripe enough to eat, you not getting this food. You ain't put the work in. So you not getting it. And you sitting there trying to feed other individuals because now their stomach is hurting. Now they hungry. Now they had the same opportunity to plant those seeds when you did too. They had the same opportunities to sit there and water, they harvest, and sit there and rake up certain shit and weed this out and weed that out. They had the same opportunity as you, but they chose not to, and they didn't believe in you. So as you see certain things come through, now they want to eat off your fruit. Oh nah, you better call Tyrone. You better go to this person and that person to see if your ass can catch that loan, because you're not eating off of me. If you wasn't in that garden, if you wasn't truly harvesting, if you wasn't working, but you was sitting there not even giving me, sitting there encouragement, but you think you gonna eat off my fruit? Fuck out of here. You must not know about me. I'm trying to tell you. See, these people will go from person to person, place to place, trying to eat certain shit. Eat off this person's energy. Eat off this person. They want some quick fixes. Whole time had they put the work in, they never would have had to use that money again, because they would have planted those harvests and that money would have kept flowing, equivalent to those harvests that keep growing. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. Put that work in. You got one person that's supporting your dream, cool, because half you don't even realize, excuse me, because I be out here spitting like a pastor sometimes. You trying to tell me, fuck around, turn it to Daffy Duck in this motherfucker with that. I'm trying to tell you. But let me tell you, right? Some people, they only jump on a movement once they see that shit moving. And by the time you want to jump on my movement, I'm already left your asses behind. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You heard me. Some people, again, follow trends. See, trends come and go, but the real remains the same. So we trendsetters out here. You heard me. We ain't going, you now want to support me because other people support me. But when you was the first person to see what I was trying to do, you tried to tell me I couldn't obtain those things. Fuck out of here. You heard me. It's a no for me. If you wasn't there before you even seen certain things coming, when you wasn't there when I first planted that seed, if you wasn't there asking me how you can help me or assisting me weed out certain things, your ass ain't gonna be around me. You understand me? So chosen ones, I want you to know that the last to come is that profit. The last to come is all that extra. But what you currently have is exactly what you need. You've never been in lack because, again, what's the difference between you and a musician who's finally out there getting attention? The opportunity. But half of them, you don't know what they had to do to get it. See, that attention has them lacking. See, I'm trying to tell you, you feel like you need money in order to be successful. Oh, I need money in order to start this business. It's not true. Your talent, that's certain shit that's already inside you. That talent that you have is going to be the reason why you would never be in lack. See, these other people need handouts when you are the person that's offering that hand. You already had that work within you. You don't need nobody. You heard me. You don't need no attention. You don't need no recognition. You don't need anybody telling you what you can get when you already got those things within you. Come on now. Have these people that sold their soul and sold some ass and sold other individuals out in order to get the things that they get, but they still have to share with somebody else. Everything that you get, you earn and deserve that shit. The devil ain't gonna be able to take no interest on that shit. Everything is yours 100% because you did what God told you to do. You heard me. So don't allow these individuals popularity. What? I never want to be popular amongst these devils. I don't need a devil gassing me up when God already told me that I am enough, that I ain't got to split my abundance with that toxic stuff. Oh, nah, some of them trying to finesse you because they already know that you got everything that you need within you. You better keep that shit going. You heard me. Everything that you need, you earn and deserve. You ain't going to have to share nothing at all. And the people that you choose to share it with is people that believed in you before they even seen anything get produced. They knew that you was going to have the biggest garden in the city. They knew that you was going to have the best fruit ever because they believed in you. Because they believed in your passion and your ability to make certain things come true. I don't win. No, it's, man, let me tell you all this before I get off of here. You know, when I started this, do you know how many celebrities, and I ain't gonna say their name because they some of your faves, try to reach out to me, do business with me, oh, let me invest in your dream, and I downplayed them because they negative, and oh, nah, the devil would never have nothing to do with these positive things. You heard me. You know how many celebrities, oh, let me invest in you, let me fly you out. Certain, even TikTok asked me, do I want my blue check? And I turned that shit down. You don't even think that that's possible. It is. You know how many content creators try to collab with me? Oh, nah, because they negative. I will never sit there and try to be popular. You understand me? I know that the people that I'm aligned with is who God has for me. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know the things that I'm, again, aligned to do. I ain't never going to let the devil finesse me to help them dark-ass individuals. I ain't never going to have somebody to be able to tie their name in with me because I'm trying to tell you, they shysty, they shady, they not right. You heard me? So while you see people out here selling their souls for a click or a like, these people out here killing themselves off just to get certain views, these people that's doing match after match after match in order for certain funds to come through. See, I done got on here plenty times with $5 in my account. So I done gave money to certain individuals at that time where I may have financially been without. See, one thing I'm going to do is listen to what God tells me to do. I don't give no damn about what other individuals tell me I should be moving. Because as soon as I gave my last, God turned around and doubled and tripled certain things that came back. I'm trying to tell you, even when I do my shows, I'll be the first to say this. See, I invest all the money that goes into it. But let me say this. Y'all invest in me so I can invest in you. So when y'all book y'all's readings with me, that's my real business. When y'all do y'all's coaching sessions with me, that's my real business. When you refer certain people to me, you not only investing in myself, which I can then turn around and invest in somebody else, but you investing in me, which is investing in you too, because then again, divinely aligned. Certain messages from God comes through. See, I'm trying to tell you, that's that gift that keeps on giving. That's that pay it forward in a sense. I don't never ask people, begging people like them other individuals on here, begging for donations. You feeling in your heart to do it? Thank you. If you ain't got it, that's not going to have me stop relaying and providing certain love and affection and protection and light into you. This is what I'm here to do. This is what I've been doing before it turned into a business. And when I first started this, I didn't even feel right getting profit from it. God said, what you think your purpose is? I'm asking you to do something for me. In return, I'm going to have certain things come in. See, I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones. You heard me. You better know that. You heard me. Again, when I give readings, I ain't reading from no crystal ball. I ain't reading from this. I don't ask you no information about you. That's how I want you to know that God sent me to you, because I provide you certain insight that only YouTube was discussing. You heard me. I'm trying to tell you. So again, when you divinely you going to align with your divine crew. Now, I'm not downplaying people who use tarot cards, and hear me out, right? Because just like when you in school, now I don't do it, but let me say there's certain prophets and prophetess that do use tarot cards. Now let me say this. You know how in school certain people like to see examples, certain people need pictures for certain things, so sometimes the cards allow people to see certain things differently. That's what you do. That's what you do. I'm not downplaying it. But if you a dark-ass individual that's manipulating cards, if you a dark-ass individual, because there's some dark-ass pastors and preachers too, you got to know the soul behind that what's being said. You got to trust intuitively that individual. You understand me? Because there's certain people that I'm a prophetess. So that means I get to connect with people who passed away. I tell you, there's certain things that's going to head your way. I reveal it to you. Whatever God tells me to do, I'm relaying that to you, because in one way, shape, or form, it's a confirmation to you or to prevent you going through what other individuals intend for you. You understand me? So there's certain people that used to always say, give me little Bible quotes like something, I don't know the scripture for sure, but it says something like, you don't go to psychic, so on and so forth, right? Now, if you break that down, what is a psychic? If you look up the definition, a psychic is somebody who believes that somebody from the 3D can connect with a spiritual being. So your pastors who believe that you, who's in the physical form, can connect with God, which is, again, bigger than us. In a sense, your pastor and preacher was a psychic too. And what does it say also in that scripture that they always try to show is you don't, again, go to them to know everything or certain thing, whatever the case may be, you got to read it. You understand? Now, let me say this. That's true. You shouldn't have to go through one individual for you to know all the moves that you're supposed to do, but God will align you with people that give you confirmation to certain things that you already know is true. You heard me. So I'm trying to tell you, you got to know that certain people will try to use certain scriptures to keep you restricted. Certain people will try to keep certain words to keep you in their blueprint. Oh, nah. Because if you break that shit down, it all comes back to you being in touch with God, Allah, Jah, the divine, the same person but a different name. Just like you can call somebody, okay, just like you can call somebody Jermaine. The other people call him JJ. The other people call him J, right? But when you describe that person, you talking about the same thing, right? So we talking about the individual who created us, the person who tells us to do positive and great stuff. We talking about the same person. It may be my God, maybe your Jah, maybe your Allah, but it's not those dark ass entities that other people try to conjure up. You understand me? One person, Jesus, other person may call him Jesus. You heard me? But when we discuss and we break it down to the person that we talking about, we end up realizing, oh, it's just a nickname that you gave to this individual. That's it. You heard me? So, chosen ones, Don't allow certain people to finesse you so that they can keep power over you. You ain't got to go through nobody else in order for God to produce certain things for you or you to have a bond with God. Certain people will make you feel like you got to pay them, quote unquote, pay your tithes so that they could, again, elevate while you see your demise. Some people are all about money instead of your morals, instead of about really helping you. I'm trying to tell you, chosen ones, you better use your discernment and how you feel with these individuals when they talking to you. If they making you feel less of you, if they making you feel less of you, if they making you feel like you can only go through them in order to get to the God, I'm trying to tell you, get to the divine, get to God, Jah, Allah, again, whatever the name based upon where you was raised. I'm trying to tell you, because certain people will try to finesse and you end up finding out that they really the devil. You got to know them. You understand me? So again, I always tell people, if you need, as far as assistance, finding the power in you, if you need, again, certain confirmations to come through, I'm not here to have you to depend on me. I want to teach you how to help you. I want you to know that you got a contact and connection with God too. You ain't got to go through nobody, because when those certain viruses came through, when you couldn't physically go into church or physically go there, are you telling me that in that moment you was going to go to hell or be in despair because you couldn't physically make it to this certain place when the God that made the whole universe? So no matter where you go is God's house in a sense. I'm trying to tell you, everything that you need, your connection with God is within. You understand me? At all times, no matter where you go, that's God's house. Your house, you have your house because God allowed you to move in it. And again, it's in His world. So therefore, no matter where you at, you in God's house. So you can take that moment to say thank you. Take that moment to rejoice God. Take that time to, again, ask God to align you. I'm trying to tell you, you understand me? Know that. But you already have everything that you need. It's within you, babies. I promise you. All right? But listen, I got to get up off here because I do have a few readings to do. Please remember, I never reach out to you for a reading. You got to be ready to receive it. I'm going to upload this live a little later on my YouTube as I usually do. Also, if you're ready for a reading, click the link in my bio. All I ask for is a picture of you, so it's like I'm looking at you and I'm going to tell you everything about you. I promise you. I'm going to tell you about what you went through, what you going through, who's connected to you, if that partner's for you, what they intend to do you, so on and so forth, all right? I'm here for you. I love you. I believe in you. You understand me? Y'all continue to be of light, so that you can continue to attract the light individuals. Y'all use y'all's light to combine with people of light, so you shine your soul, your soul in the world so bright that the darkness has nowhere to go. You hear me? I love you. Y'all continue to be great. If you need me, baby, you know how to reach me, all right? Be great.